to come to you guys today on this hill. I wanted to talk about an idea I had. The idea was you're never too old to be young, but you're always too young to be old. Now, I'm not talking about people's literal age here. This ain't a video to offend any older people. This is a video just talking about your energy, your personality, how you actually feel, you know, how you conduct yourself, what kind of life are you living? Because there's people out there in their 70s walking around, you know, looking like maybe like a regular 50, 40-year-old in the terms of their energy and the way they're presenting themselves and the way they carry themselves. And then there's people in their 70s, like, you know, might not be their fault whatsoever, but they're kind of stuck in bed all the time. They're not really out and active. Maybe their mind isn't what it used to be, not through any fault of their own, but just through life and time. But coming back onto what my point is, you're never too old to be young. No matter who you are, what you're going through, there's a energy inside of you. There's a soul inside of you, and it's belief. Like Eckhart Tolle talks about this, is belief that this energy inside of you, this sort of like almost like I call it the inner child inside of you, is always alive, it's always vibrant, it's always useful, and that energy isn't necessarily dependent on your actual physiology. It's not actually dependent on your actual physiology, but your state of mind actually has a lot to do with how energetic you feel. I'm gonna ask you a question. I got these from Tony Robbins, so shout out to him. When you eat something, like, you know, people's like, where do you get like food energy from? Is it from like food and sleep? Like, that kind of makes sense. But you can eat something, and after you ate it, you can be more tired. You can go to sleep and wake up, especially if you overslept. So weird, like the idea of you oversleep and then you're tired, but you can oversleep and then you can be tired. So it's kind of like the idea of where's their energy really coming from, what really produces energy. And it's like, you can test it yourself, because I've done this myself. I tested it myself. Like, sometimes I eat bad food, right? And it's like, then I feel tired, I feel worse, I'm foggy, I'm in my head, you know, things like that. I have less energy. And then sometimes I eat the same exact food and I feel like I had more energy afterwards. Sometimes I'll eat something bad. You know, there's times, like I said, the first part was like, sometimes I'll eat something bad and then I'll go off and I'll have less energy. That's the obvious one. I won't feel as good. But there's times I eat something bad and I feel better afterwards. I feel like I have more energy. Like, is it real energy? Is it fake energy? You know, is it just sugar? Is it just processed chemicals? I don't know. But what I do know is I can sense the difference in my state of mind. I can feel that difference. It's like a change that is like, it kind of really self-dependent. It really depends on you. Depends on the way you're looking at your life situations. It depends on your overall mood, how you're feeling. You know, your happiness level versus your sadness level, I'll call it, your depression level. That right there is gonna be a big change. Like, imagine, you know, you just got out of bed. You gotta go to work, right? Or you gotta go to school, whatever it is you're doing, and you don't wanna go. You're gonna feel so tired. You're gonna feel like you're ready to sleep the next 10 hours. You're like, no, I need 4 more hours to sleep. What are you talking about? Why is that alarm ringing? But imagine you're gonna get up and there's just, you know you're gonna get up because some guy's like, I'm gonna give you $1 million tomorrow the moment you wake up. You might not even be able to sleep. You might just be full of energy. You might be excited. You might be pumped up. You might be ready to go. But yeah, see, my point is, that's a state of mind. That's dependent on your mood. That had nothing to do with inside influences. I mean, in a sense, it had everything to do with all these outside influences, but what I'm trying to talk about is you can tap into that power and you can find that youthful, energetic you, no matter who you are or where you are. Well, that's to kind of give you a gist of the idea that you're never too old to be young. Kind of thing. I feel like I explained it there. I put out at least 2 videos. What about unlimited energy, unlimited potential? Basically, I explained the idea in that real quick. It's really the kind of idea of that you're not wasting any of your mental energy. You're not wasting any energy with your mind. Understanding that your mind will drain you of all of your energy if you're busy thinking about everything. If you're thinking about, even if it's like, even when it's positive thinking, even when you're thinking about your solutions, if you're not focused on the thing that you're actually doing right at that one moment, focusing on tasks one at a time, you're gonna run out of energy, because you're gonna burn that energy mentally thinking about, oh, the next thing you gotta do, and then the thing after that, and the thing after that. But yeah, basically, it's about being here, being present, being really in the moment, taking things one step at a time to such a serious extent where it's like you're almost, I want to say, you're free of anxiety, or at least your mind is just directly focused on this one task that you're doing. You don't let yourself jump into what's even the next step of the same task, because that's thinking ahead, that's planning ahead. Then you're trying to do two things at once. You're trying to figure out that while you're trying to figure out this. So the first thing that you are doing, you can't give it all your all. You can't give it all your attention, your focus, your power. And then the other thing is you're wasting your energy because you're throwing it somewhere else. And if you do, a lot of us run around all day looking for that next thing to do, when you're just running all your energy out mentally, and that's why you're tired. You might be burning it mentally. Now back on the point that the flip side, because I explained how you're never too old to be young, but you're always too young to be old. It's too young to be old. How old are you? What's the oldest you could be if you're watching this video? 200 years old? So what? That's not that old. Is it really? Like, just honestly think about 200 years. Yeah, if there's people who, if they never died, they'd be millions of years old right now. That's old. They've been around for a really long time. They were here before us. There's buildings around. I don't know how many, there's not too many animals that live that long as us. There are some certain creatures that do. There's like a certain species of a bug I heard about once that I think can actually live like that long. I don't even know where I'm kind of going around here on point, off point, all over the place, maybe in my head, maybe with some anxiety. Just kind of wanted to put a good video out here. Just encourage people to stop letting their age, don't let your age stop you. Roll down bipolar, cognitive, burnout. If you guys are still watching my videos by this point, because I'm really far behind. This video, I'm making it today, now I'm here, but it won't be up for a while. If you're still watching me by then, shout out to you guys. Don't let your age stop you. You know, sometimes I say even things in my video where I'm like, you're gonna wait till you're 50 years old to start living your life and be happy. But you know, that's just really a motivation to the younger people, like, don't wait. And if you're 50 years old, don't wait till you're 75. You know, it's the same principle applies. And if you're 75, don't wait till you die. Just do it now. You're not gonna get anywhere, you're not gonna get anything, and that's gonna make you happy and give you the fulfillment in life that you really want. The only true happiness can come with living in the moment, which is really good about what I talked about earlier with taking things one step at a time. Because then when you're trying to enjoy your life, you can do that one step at a time. Like, imagine that, you get stuck in that mindset where you're like, what's the next thing to do? What's the next thing, next thing to do? And then now you're sitting on the beach with your family, and you're thinking about what's the next thing to do. Okay, where are we gonna go after here? What are we gonna do while we're there? When are we gonna eat? You're not sitting there, you're not enjoying it. I mean, it's kind of funny, because like I had this experience once where I was just like, okay, like, it sounds weird, I'm just gonna kind of say that what's the idea is, like, I'm just gonna make myself have fun at work today. I'm just gonna be happy I'm at work. I'm gonna be happy. This is one of my last job, I was driving a truck. It's like, I'm gonna be happy I'm in this truck. I'm just gonna be happy for no reason. And it's like, came down to just being comfortable and happy with yourself no matter where you are. And I try to really just like emanate that to like the truest extent. And then I had this grand experience. It wasn't even the experience of that. Like, cause I mean, going on that, like, I've had so many days at that job where I was just so miserable. I was so beat up. Like, I just didn't want to go on with life anymore. Honestly, that job was just killing me. It's like, I know I won't last here for another couple of months. I was working at night. I couldn't stay up, but that's beyond the point. And then I had this great day where I'm just here happy, carefree, actually enjoying the work and just kind of happy for no reason. It's like, I'm just going to be happy for no reason, honestly, because why not? Why not just be happy where you are? And then what I had was this great experience where the next day when I wasn't at work and I just went out, I went to go have some fun. I got in my Jeep, I found this really cool trail, Never been on it before. It was so close to my house. I've never been on this trail before. So it was just like, for me, it was just like an experience. Like it was almost like the universe gave me the experience back to have. And what I really noticed about it is there's plenty of times I've gone out, you know, who knows those times when you go out and you want to have fun, but you still feel like the same exact person, and you know, maybe you're a little bit more happy, but you didn't get the fun and the happiness and excitement you were looking for. And it's like on this day, I just had some kind of magical experience. It's just like, it was just like some ultimate like field of happiness and excitement that was just coming out of me, because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna enjoy my job no matter what. And then the next day I came with that mindset and with that energy, and because I was happy at my job, you know how happy I was to be doing something that I do for fun? God, that was an experience. That was amazing. Like, that's life. That's like literally just like life unfolding in front of your eyes. But time is, I don't want to drag on today's video too long, because I feel like my point might have got a little inspiring, at least maybe people to just want to get up, want to do something, want to be happy, be motivated, be fulfilled in life, no matter what you are. You know, try to really give you that an inspiration that no matter what age you are, it doesn't mean you can't still be young. It doesn't mean you still can't be happy. You can't be carefree. You can't go out. You can't live your life. You know, so many of us are waiting to get to some point. It's like, then now I can be happy. Now I can enjoy my life. I got the car I wanted. I can be happy while I'm driving it. It's like, what happens the rest of your life? But if you can learn to enjoy your whole life, moment by moment, take it one step at a time, you know, kind of look at it like it's not like a challenge, but it's like it's just a game. They're just puzzles for you to keep figuring out. And you know, there's always going to be another puzzle. There's always going to be another problem. There's always going to be another situation. But you don't have to let that ruin you. You don't have to let that tire you out, make that old, make you frustrated, make you sad, depressed, full of anxiety. There's no reason you can't switch your state of mind. Find that inner child in you and just bring that version of you everywhere. Don't be worried about him getting hurt. Don't be worried about your insides, your inner feelings being hurt because you're exposing your true self. You know, you don't want people to put you down. Don't worry about that. You have your adult mindset already. You know when people are trying to take advantage of you. You know when to stop it. You know when to cut it off. And you handle that in the moment at the time when it's literally happening. But don't run around in your life afraid to be free and expressive and happy and carefree and just everything you want to be. Because I mean, that's no life. That's sadness, that's depression. That's what depression is to me, when you're not fully expressing yourself and just truly being yourself to whatever extent, whoever you are. That's depression to me, ultimate depression. And ultimate happiness is when you're comfortable with yourself and you are yourself no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. And you know, back on my original point, that's gonna help you feel like you have more energy, feel like you're more alive, no matter what age you are. Like, you can still get out and you can still do whatever it is you want to do. You can still hang with the young kids, work like one of them, play like one of them. As you know, as they say, that body's gonna age. You physically age, but your inner spirit, your inner soul, your inner energy doesn't necessarily age. Your inner child can always be the same age, and he can always come out, be ready to go have fun, be full of energy, and not just be sitting on a couch of resentment. I hope I inspired you guys to do something with your life today. That's what I want to do. Just inspire you to get out, just do something, enjoy your life today, you know, or move forward in your career, but doing it from a more positive headspace at least. You know, no matter whether you're going out to work, you're staying home to work, or you're going out to have fun, or you're staying home to have fun, try to do it from a more positive mindset. Try to play with the way you feel. Don't just think that you're stuck feeling the way you feel. You can change your state of mind. You can change the way you feel, and you can get out, and no matter what you're doing, you can at least find more enjoyment and more peace of mind within it. Like and subscribe for daily videos, and have a wonderful day.